Alright, welcome to Island of Nyne, the new Battle Royale game, and today we're going to go over all of the recoil patterns and how to control them. So we're going to start with the pistols. Pistols are pretty straightforward. Any range really, it's just a slight increase straight up. Nothing really too special. Exactly the same. Just a little stronger for the elite version. And then we got the Deagle, which kind of goes a little bit back and forth. So just pace your shots for this one. Let the gun reset. And it will be much easier to control. Really high damage output. On to the submachine guns. So, P90 has a pretty good hipfire spread. And it's roughly the same every single spray. The recoils for all these guns really aren't random at all. They're all pretty much static. You know, give or take a bit, but the general curve is exactly the same for all of them. And this is that's aimed down the sight for this gun. And then if you do it again, roughly the same. Loot a third time. The only part that may change occasionally is the top spray there. So to control basically every gun from here forward, I'm just going to keep it down. Is just shoot and bursts. Just literally skipping one bullet will reset the recoil pattern. And you'll be able to get all those shots to land exactly how you want them. Holding down is just really difficult. You gotta memorize the pattern, compensate for it, and it gets a little bit messy. But try that one more time. So there's that pattern. And now that's that. And then just bursting your shots. Literally just letting go for a blip, and you can get your shots really compact. Onto the ump. This one's a little more easy to control under full auto. Has a very simple curve and then kind of ends a bit to the left there. Very straightforward. So the Hipfire, pretty compact, especially if you try to control it. It's not bad at all. But once again, just letting go for that little split second, and you only have to deal with the beginning of the recoil curve. Makes it very easy once again. Because you only need to deal with this part of the curve. You don't have to deal with all of that, you just have to deal with this part. And just get your shots all bunched up nicely. On to the shotgun. So this has a great range. That was with some control there. Pretty good. It's good. Just pulling down, it's a shotgun. You really don't gotta pull to the left or right, but here's without any input from me. Straight up. So very easy to control. onto the AK. I like the AK. The AK is pretty good, but it's got a really, really crazy recoil pattern. It's kind of wavy and then takes like a really big two-direction at the time. And then kind of jitters over here. But it is controllable, you just got to pull a lot to the left towards the end of the spray. But once again, just slowing your fire rate down just a touch. And you can get those shots right where you want them, just knowing the beginning of the recoil pattern. And if you guys just want to double check what they are, you can just jump in yourself and spray the wall, or just pause where I'm at and you can see just that first part of the curve where you'd be placing most of your shots. The Storm, this is the only semi-automatic rifle. This one, as you can see, perfectly straight shooting. If you do get the right pacing on your shots and when to click, you can shoot a little bit faster and it won't like misclick or like not fire on one of your clicks. Get a nice rhythm going and it shoots perfectly straight. Even, well, the Hipfire is terrible, but no recoil compensation even at range, and it's very, very, very spot on. The MK18. Now this is probably the best gun, I would say, of all the guns that they have, even including the sniper and all the pistols. This is probably my favorite. Most straightforward recoil pattern. It's kind of close to what the ump has, just a bit to the left, to the right, and then a small jitter at the top. And they're literally, every single one is basically matching the rest. There's not much of a difference at all between any of them. So, a lot easier to control under full spray, because it's very, very easy to remember. But once again, you can bring it down just a bit by just letting a bullet not shoot every few shots. And it works out pretty well most of the time. There you have it. So that's all of those. Now the snipers, really the only difference between this and the elite version is one, it kicks up less, and two, it has more power. You can even hear the difference in the power. Every single weapon type in this game has its own suppressor. In terms of the damage or recoil, I believe it does not affect recoil whatsoever. I haven't noticed any changes. And in terms of the damage, I have not had enough hands-on time with the game, but I would imagine that they don't. And then you got your scopes. Now, having the laser sight on any of the guns obviously is going to make them hip fire better, but really you want to stick to the P90 or the UMP in terms of hip firing. It's really just not worth it. You also can't put the laser sight on the shotgun. In terms of bullet drop for this, not too much. Very, very little. Yeah, I was way overcompensating there. That's the 500 meter range, so. Really? Okay. My aim is just really bad, but yeah, This one just has, like I said, less kick, a bit more range, and a lot more power. So, and then the frags are pretty straightforward. You just throw them. Nothing really special about them. Pretty decent explosive radius. And that's it. So yeah, there you have it. That is the in-depth recoil pattern and control for everything. And well, there's also the knife. Knife has a crazy drop on it, but other than that, that's everything. Pretty straightforward. Just spam the click a bit, miss a few shots in terms of your holding it down, and it'll just keep you to that bottom of the recoil pattern range where it's really easy to predict and control, and you can get all your shots on target. With that said, hopefully I have a lot more with this game coming to you soon. There's not much content to be made with the servers continually taking their time. So, see you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hopefully you enjoyed. And more of this soon.